whole team.
Hey.
Now started from.
Sounds like a little Dave Chappelle shit.
Okay, so this episode, welcome back.
Welcome to the Girls' Room. To bring it all back, vamos a empezar por abajo.
¿Sí?
Por abajo.
Wow.
Y ahorita estamos aquí, pero en realidad estamos aquí.
Wow. Okay, so I'm assuming she said to bring it all back. We are going to be discussing today how we started from the bottom. So
Yes!
We are going to be talking. We'll have three takeaways from this. The three takeaways that we have today is your mentality will make or break you. You must keep moving through any adversity whatsoever, and work side hustles that allow you to focus on your business.
Yes.
So, Zoe, can you just tell them a little bit of like how we got started with Think Global? Like starting back from you guys know how we met. If you pause, listen. If you did not watch episode 1, go back and watch it, please.
Go back
and then because all of our episodes kind of like pile on each other.
Right.
But you feel free to also, ask questions and stuff. But Zoe, can you, on a serious note, can you tell everyone how we, started?
Of course. So I'll start with Think Global and then I'll backtrack. Think Global, we started this about 4 months ago in terms of having a physical space, but started about a year ago. And what we aim to do is provide affordable workspace for entrepreneurs, business owners. But before that, we started in St. Pete. Megan and I both met at a co-working space that we were both working from, and quickly both left and started our own hustles. And from there, we needed that support and that accountability for each other, so we started working together on a daily basis. And eventually we're like, hey, we're both getting more shit done. We're both more productive, more positive. Why don't we provide this for other women? And there were no other female-based co-working spaces in St. Pete at the time. And there was maybe one in Tampa. And we just saw that there was a void to be filled. And so from there, we started the Doyen Company, which our ultimate goal was to open a co-working space for badass women in business, but we started with a pop-up concept and it quickly grew, and we had so much support from the entire community, from the city, from Tampa Bay, and from there we just realized that we wanted to impact our community, which are Black entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs of color, on a much larger scale, because the majority of the people that we were servicing were white women. And so while we love that, we wanted to be able to give back to our ability to have generational wealth. And that's why we came to Miami. We just saw that the wage gap and the economic disparities amongst different groups were just so high, and we just wanted to be able to provide an affordable space like the one that we have here 3 years later.
Right. So during that whole process, the way we were able to sustain ourselves was definitely through, Janine started her own company where she was focusing on helping business implement their systems and organizing everything on the back end to effectively run business. And I had a social media marketing company, and then we were able to use that money to really pour into the Doyen that we were making through our separate companies. When the Doyen started to really take off, we both just kind of like let go of our individual companies and really went full throttle with the Doyen. So we had to get creative of like still trying to find income, because everything that we were making was going to the business. So we were really like, for me, I found babysitting. Like I've been babysitting since age, 14. Oh my gosh, 14 years. I babysat a lot of kids. Ooh, child, a lot of kids. And that has really allowed me to, focus, sometimes not focus, but the thing is with your side hustles, when you leave the work, you just need to leave and not have to think about it. So you don't want to go into something that you have to constantly think about even when you're not there. It's literally something that puts money in your pockets and you keep it moving. Right. Like you work your 8 hours and you get the hell up out of there. Yeah. And that's it. And you just utilize that money to survive. It's survival money. That's it.
And my side hustle right now is I'm a virtual assistant, and my work, I think that the issue with my side hustle is that when I leave, I don't leave. because I'm constantly like on call at somebody else's disposal. And so I gave notice that I would be leaving because we just reached a certain point where, I mean, despite all the negativity that COVID has had and the negative effects on the world, it's gotten really positive for us because we've had that time to really focus and nail these things down. So while I had my side hustle, I am leaving my side hustle because now we've reached the point where the company has to thrive. And all our attention, all hands got to be on deck.
No, definitely. And so again, it's that, we're facing some adversity and like trying to figure that out because at the end of the day, we still have rent to pay, we still have car insurance, cell phone bills, we have to eat.
We do?
So exactly. And then aside from that, like you have to take care of yourself, like health and beauty wise, because when you're running a business, you gotta look the part.
You really do.
Even
Nails
when you're
gotta be
not.
done.
Even when you're not feeling the part.
Exactly.
So it's very important. I want to touch on some of like the adversity that we faced coming into the Miami
Yeah,
market.
for sure.
And so, what has been your?
I keeps it real, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know.
What has been for you your biggest the biggest obstacle coming into the Miami market?
I think it was realizing that not everybody had our best intention at heart. And Megan and I, we both came from St. Pete where everybody literally did what they could to lift us up. And it was like the community. It was all for one. Here, it's one for all. That's the right expression. It's everyone for themselves. And so I think for me, the biggest challenge was realizing that people are going to be shady. They're going to be scamming you. They're going to try and take advantage of you. And you just got to figure it out and just kind of keep it moving.
Right.
What about you?
Definitely. Well, we're gonna take a quick break.
Oh,
and then you'll hear from me. Stay tuned.
Brought to you by Think Global. Welcome guys, welcome to Think Global. Thank you so much to Think Global for sponsoring this segment. We are working for everyone, and I mean everyone. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, Chinese, you name it. You, small business owners, entrepreneurs, creative innovators. The space is for you. $87
We back. Hi, you just messed it up.
Let's see. What I felt like our biggest obstacle was. I think it was. Oh, wait, which one like really?
Girl, give them both.
To me.
They need both.
It's hard now. It's like I'm thinking about like what did I feel like the most like? Oh Lord Jesus. I think it was money. Money. Finding because here you have to pay to play in Miami. If you ain't got it, Lord.
If you ain't got it, take your broke.
No, seriously. So it's just honestly just getting creative and just it was money.
Yeah.
It was money for me, and we got over that hump. And I would say the other thing was finding people you can trust. It's hard, and then I just realized more about like myself and how my dad would always say like, you can't always be so trusting.
Yeah.
And then don't take things so personal.
Right.
And I still have a tendency to take things personal, even though I may not show it. Certain things that bother me, that I allow to bother me, shouldn't bother me when it comes to business. So like here, it's just been really you being the only person that I can honestly, truly trust, and the other people you just hope that they don't screw you over or talk behind your back. Or it's true. You just kind of hope and pray that they have the same, want for your life as you have for yours.
Yeah.
And lastly, it's just trying to remain a great person.
Yeah. But we do a good job of that. Girl, cut yourself slack.
No, I know. No, we are. Girl, I know we are. But sometimes I be cussing people out of my head every day. Well, not sometimes. Every day I cuss people out of my head. So let me stop lying to y'all. Honesty is the best policy. Remember, I said that. Honesty is the best policy. So yeah. So with that, those have been like those. But then it ties back to just mentality. Like you have to know that no matter what, you're going to succeed. Right. And you have to have a tribe that go so hard for you. And through those down moments, you receive a text that you didn't know was coming that just kind of lifts your spirits up, or a DM, or a Facebook message, or an email that comes through that just always reminds you to keep going. And then, finding your perfect match.
Hello.
Someone that really just has the same vision. So
that adversity thing is real, and I want to gas us both up because we've always had that ability to just figure it out. Like half the times we're like, okay, we had $0. How did we just get the money to be able to pay for this? You just figure it out. But it's also having that vision and, like Megan said, having that perfect match of that person to.
Wait, I just thought about something.
Girl, you literally. Y'all, if you didn't see it, Megan's eyes went like this. So I was like, what is happening?
I literally just thought about something. Okay, Zoe.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Okay, talking about having working through adversity, mentality will make or break you. And working side hustles, can we talk about that I work?
Oh, my gosh. Yo. Whatever she did for the last, any job in the world, this girl has done it. She's done it. You want cable? She's done it. You want a Lyft driver? She's done it. You need somebody to hide your kids? She's done it.
Oh my God. Girl, it just takes me back to that moment. Remember when we were driving to the Italian restaurant and I was like, we just started busting out.
We could not control ourselves because there are just so many jobs and just so many people that we've met along the way. Wow.
No, it's honestly, when you look back, you literally take a moment to look back at your journey.
Guy Raz.
Hilarious.
Guy Raz. You will have an earful when we come on How I Built This.
But no, honestly, them side hustles was real.
Yeah.
But yeah, mentally you have to know, some of the practices that I had to do, I needed a mantra every morning I got up, and I still need my mantras, because it gets me through the day. So definitely having a mantra, definitely speaking to friends who are always positive.
Taking moments of gratitude in the morning, literally when you wake up, it just helps you start your day too. Just being like, wow, thank you God or Allah or whomever, the universe, whatever you believe in. If you don't believe in anything, it doesn't matter. Just take a moment to have gratitude and to also thank yourself for having the energy to get up. And that will help you to establish that mentality through adversity.
Yes.
Girl, just pushing through and just saying, look, I see the jet, I'm in the jet, I'm eating lobster, I'm drinking a little champagne with Diddy, hopping on a plane with Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, and another thing that Janine and I do, we role play our future. Pablo's outside putting for your.
Pablito, should I need to go? Let me go. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay, so we're just gonna cut, go make sure.
Miss Warren's assistant, how may I help you?
Oh, Oprah.
Oh, girl! Pra. Yes, I'll have Gail call her. Yes. One second, please. Miss, do you have time to speak to Oprah? What is it about? It's about the 2020 Vision Tour. She wants you to do 5 more around the country.
Oh, sure. I tell her I have to about 2 minutes to spare.
Miss Oprah? Opie? Papo? She has about 2 minutes to spare. Okay. Thank you. All right, thank you. Goodbye. And see.
So honestly, you have to listen, cause
You gotta do what you gotta do to survive in these streets, and that's pretty much it. So to wrap it all up,
So the 3 takeaways from today is, remember, your mentality will make or break you. We have gotten this far and we could have been broken so many times. But still I rise.
Yes, still I rise. Just got that tatted on me.
And remember to keep going through adversity no matter what. You're going to reach your destination. Just keep pushing, keep going.
And then find the work hustle that works for your business. Find something that works for the progression of your business. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. That's safe.
Right. Your side hustle is literally to just take care of what's important now. That's it. After you leave it, it's done.
That's it.
Bada bing, bada boom. It's done.
Yes, that's very Miami. I know. Well, have a nice day, y'all.
Hello. Where do they find us?
Of course, Instagram.
Think Global with a Y.
Why? Because you always have to remember your why.
Absolutely.
Live local at thinkglobal.com. And Janine Swap, making it work. Find us at the comments below.
And then if you're local to Miami, make sure you stop into Think Global Workspace. We are here to service you, small business owners and entrepreneurs. And visit our website for any updates, events, anything that's going on at www.thinkglobal.com.
And of course,